Hello and very good morning to you viewers. Thank you very much for joining us for another special edition, exclusive interview with me, Maureen Kimani, that is coming to you live here at Cardinal OTUNGA PLAZA at CARITAS Microfinance Bank headquarters. As we have a very delightful and fascinating conversation about CARITAS Microfinance Bank, we shall be unpacking about its 10 years of existence. And of course, joining me is the CEO of CARITAS Microfinance Bank, that is David Mukaru, of which we shall be having this conversation to enlighten you more about how the journey has been. There is a decade of impact, and of course again on what are some of the things that the viewers and of course the customers should expect to see and to experience during this year of 2025 going onwards. And of course we shall be having a very a very interesting conversation on how it has been a very impactful service of transforming lives, livelihoods, and even communities. As we all know about CARITAS Microfinance Bank, tagline is Twaimarisha Jamii. And welcome to you, dear viewer. In case you'd love to comment and share your feedback on how CARITAS Microfinance Bank has improved your life, please do not hesitate to reach out to us on 0717-424-866. Or you can use the SMS number, that is 21760, and you can also leave a comment on our Facebook and YouTube page, and we shall be reading it as we continue with our discussion. But first, welcome to the discussion, and allow me to introduce my guest today here with me. A very good morning to you, Mr. David Mukaru.
Good morning, Kimani. How are you doing?
I'm very okay. How about you?
Very well, very well.
It's good to have you here, and thank you for making time for this interview.
Thank you very much, and welcome to CARITAS Microfinance Bank.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and I'm really excited to hear about your journey about CARITAS Microfinance Bank, marking 10 years. I'm sure you have a lot to share to the viewers and of course to your customers on how the journey has been, and of course what they expect to see as we go on with this 2025 year and onwards in the future.
Yeah. Definitely, it's been a wonderful period. Let me start by welcoming all our viewers and listeners wherever they are.
Yes.
And wish them a great Lent period. You know, we're still in the Lent, and we look forward to Easter. So early Easter congratulations for our Christian brothers and sisters. And want to welcome them to CARITAS Microfinance Bank again. Yes, we are turning 10, and it's been a journey.
Okay.
It's been a journey of a single digit, and now we are turning double digit. It's been a journey of really growth, significant growth, resilience. We've seen so much within the first 9 years, and we are proud to be where we are. And that's why we're having this conversation, to just be able to thank God for how far He has brought us. Like the Cardinal who started this bank says all the time, that we've come from far.
Yes.
We are far, and we are going far. Yeah, so that is the message we are going to send to our Christians. And as we enter these 10 years of celebration, I am incredibly indebted to all our customers wherever they are in this Republic of Kenya, because we have clients, we have customers all over the country, and we owe them as gratitude for being with us, and we tell them that we have renewed strength now that we have turned 10, and we will grow with them financially, we will grow with them ethically, and as a community we'll be able to support them, like we say, Twaimarisha Jamii. Yeah.
Okay, all right. And actually mentioning about the Lenten season, it's very interesting that when you think about the meaning of CARITAS, it's more of love and charity.
Yes, it is.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. And now here we are having this conversation with you more on how you've been able to improve livelihoods by, you know, showing that charitable work and showing love to your customers. And first of all, congratulations from Capuchin TV Fraternity for marking this milestone. soon.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, let's talk about the journey. I know it has not been very easy because you can see from the way you started in the year 2015 up to where you are right now, 2025. It has been, you've been able to improve the product, you've come up with so many things as CARITAS Microfinance Bank Kenya. And actually, to mention that you are recognized for being the fastest growing microfinance bank here in Kenya. Tell us more about the journey of 10 years. We're talking about a conversation about a decade of impact. Tell us more about that.
Definitely. We thank God, really. 10 years is no small feat. And it's been a journey, like you're saying. You know, when you start an institution, definitely there are the ups and downs.
Yes.
What we can first start by saying is that the first 5 years we were putting up structures. We were strengthening the bank, or putting together the board, coming up with products, really coming up with what you call the banking systems. And as a bank, definitely we had to spend a lot of money. And we thank God. But the journey did not start 10 years ago. Let's take a step back. The journey did not start 10 years ago. The journey started over 40 years ago, when so far our longest serving bishop, Archbishop, when he was finishing, started this bank in the year 2015. But before that, he had spent a whole lot of time listening to our Christians, and really feeling our Christians, and coming up with ideas and asking themselves, how can we be able to improve the lives of our poor Christians on the ground, in the rural areas, in the urban areas. There was a huge cry on how we can be able to improve the lives of our people as a church. And the first self-help group, and it was a savings and credit group, to be precise, was started in 1983 in a parish called Keriko. Up Gatundu North, on your way to the Abadeas.
That's where I come from.
That's where you come from.
Yes.
So you can imagine that is the genesis of this bank. So the journey has been long, and the initial thinking was, let's start the savings and credit groups in all the parishes, establish them, and allow them to grow in their own ways. But over the period, the savings and credit program became very successful. Became very, very successful, and the members themselves were asking, how can we get more banking services? Because banks then did not understand them, did not feel them, did not really understand how a savings and credit program is situated in a church, and is it going to be successful? So there were those challenges around the program itself, and so they felt they needed to start their own bank, and that is when the idea came. Since Archbishop Ndingi came in, the idea was there, how do we establish a formal institution to be able to provide upscaled financial services? So this bank has started very humbly with a small seed, 22 women in Keriko Parish. To date, when you look at that program, which still exists, it is a very, very strong program. That is the program that actually gave 50% capital to establish this bank. So the 200,000 members, plus now the Archdiocese of Nairobi, are the owners of this bank. So this is truly what you'd consider a social bank, a member-based bank, the bank that listened, the bank that has been with them together. Over the period, we've impacted significant life. So far, we disbursed almost 12 billion over the period. We've come up with the various products together with the stakeholders, improved the lives of our people in a big way, and really we can say the journey has been long, and we thank God. What we can say again is we needed to touch everybody wherever they are, and we've come up with a very strong digital proposition. And the journey has been long. We've established a very strong digital presence across the country. Today, 98% of our transactions are actually digital. 98%. Only 2% of our transactions are physical, where our customers walk in and deposit money. So you can see the journey has been long, and this is because we want to touch the lives of our people, wherever they are. Both either you have a small phone we call Kabambe, or you have a significant iPhone tribe. We serve everybody, and we are able to reach everybody through the various financial services that we provided. Yeah.
All right. Congratulations on that. And just to mention on being the best microfinance bank in the use of digital solution, that's what we've been able to mention about that. And let's talk about on the fastest growing microfinance bank in Kenya. Those are just some of the recognition and awards that you've been able to achieve. First runners-up in the FIRE Awards in 2018. On financial reporting awards as well. So it's a very huge milestone of being a CARITAS microfinance banker, just to see the way you've come far from the beginning of the, ideally, and from 2015, and now we're here in 2025. You've also been able to open very many branches here in Kenya. The latest, we have the Rayu branch, and there was another one that you opened. You can also see the way you engage in your customers, and you make sure you make them feel at home to improve their livelihood. Let's talk about what are you looking forward as you start in a new journey, such that you've been able to mark the 10 years, and you shall be celebrating on these 10 years. What are the customers looking forward to achieving and to getting and to experiencing at CARITAS Microfinance Bank, being some of the services that they expect to see and to experience?
Thank you very much. What I can say is that we've come of age. Like you're saying, it's been a long journey. Yeah. The bank now has done what we call a proof of concept. And the concept was how can a microfinance bank partnering with the church institutions be able to come up with a unique business model, which we've finally been able to establish. We've been able to test for the last 10 years, and we can comfortably say that we are now able to roll out and scale up what we call a parish empowerment model. And this is a banking, a financial service model that clearly puts the parish at the center of our financial services. We have over 3,000 parishes across this country, and we have over 100 and almost 130 parishes across the Archdiocese of Nairobi. And we say those parishes can be able to be used as development models. Working together with CARITAS Microfinance Bank, we are able now to provide very, very strong financial services as we continue growing the bank. What is it that our customers will look forward to? Definitely, there are quite a number of products, but we say we will be able to continue listening to them because we consider ourselves a very strong listener. We'll continue providing them with ethical financial solutions because that is a key aspect. We will continue providing them with financial literacy. It's a significant issue in this country. Statistically, only 38% of Kenyans are considered financially literate. So you can see a whole 62% of Kenyans are what you consider the opposite of that, financially challenged. And we believe that it is the role of this bank to be able to work very closely with those parishes and engage our families, engage our households to be able to improve on financial literacy. And what financial literacy does is that it reduces challenges in a household. We have significant challenges. We have families breaking up because of mismanagement. Yeah, the family is not able to plan together. The family receives a loan facility, and they are unable to utilize that loan facilities in a proper way. Financial literacy is able now to come and really enable our families to have respect for money, to be able to be properly aligned and planning, budgeting, and knowing what kind of financial services they need to consume. This year again, as we celebrate the 10 years, we are also adding a very critical component into the household. We have listened and we've come across quite a number of households that have their businesses either closed or have gone down significantly. Why? Because of health-related issues. We've had many businesses, actually, quite a number of 43% of businesses we've seen closing down have closed down because of health-related issue. Maybe a member of a family has fallen sick, and what does the family do? They withdraw money from the business to be able to take care of the sick. Yeah. So this year we're promising our members that we've come up with a product, we're calling it CariMed. It's a health product. It's behind me. You can see it.
Yeah, you can definitely
CariMed. And this is one of the solutions we actually taking to the ground to be able to enable our families, our households, to consume a medical product that will be able to address both their inpatient and outpatient in our mission hospitals across the country. And as you know, 40% of health institutions
and education as well
are owned by the church. So we want to really be able to enhance their capacity, their capability on the ground, bring in the families together, and be able to ensure that the liquidity in between them is working very, very well through what we call CariMed. We've also listened to the youth of this country. 75% of our population is actually youth below 35 years of age. But when you look at the highest population that is unemployed or underemployed, it is the youth. And you've seen the challenges that we've gone through in this country all the way from June of this year, where the youth are actually challenging the government, challenging institutions like ourselves, challenging the church, and asking how can the church come in, how can financial institutions come in, how can the various church institutions come in to alleviate and address the challenges that face our youth. So we finally listened and we've come up with a youth-based product that is going to also address quite a number of our youths, especially the ones who are in various skills. You see them taking photographs in the streets. That is the creative economy. On Sunday and Saturday around where we are, you will not get space for doing any other business. They're busy dancing on TikTok to be able to upgrade their TikTok really. So we are looking at that emerging market, and we've come up with a product that is able to really address the specific needs of our youth. Thirdly is also the women themselves. We've come up with our ladies have asked us through CWA and various other women organizations, can we be able to come up with a product that is sensitive, a product that enables our women to grow their businesses, all the way from informal businesses to formalizing those businesses. And we listened and we've come up with a product that is also going to be rolled out this year. And we believe that step by step, as we say to Imarisha Jamii, every member of the family is going to be touched, addressed, and solutions brought on the table.
All right, thank you very much. And you can definitely, I remember there was a time we had a conversation with you and you mentioned about the CARITAS Microfinance Bank logo. It has some flames and from whatever you've been able to talk about and to mention, you can definitely see CARITAS Microfinance Bank is continuing to, burn the flames by bringing various, products to the customers, mentioning of the youth, talk of the women, and I don't know where the men have been left out. Maybe you'll tell us more about that. And I can see we have some reactions from the viewers who are watching us. But first, we're going to take a very short break. But when we come back, we shall continue with a conversation on how the CARITAS Microfinance Bank is improving the livelihoods here in Kenya, talking about the decade of impact. That is 10 years. They shall be marking, and of course the celebration. What do we expect to see as they celebrate these milestone? And you can also continue to keep your feedback coming, and after the break we shall make sure that we read your comments and your question in terms of whatever the CEO has been able to mention about the health insurance that is bringing the quality health to every Kenyan on the CariMed. And of course the youth, if you're a young person watching us there, how can you join CARITAS Microfinance Bank to make sure that you are able to make a good financial decision? And CARITAS Microfinance Bank is there to help you. We're going to take a very short break. We'll be right back. Don't go far. Hello viewer, and welcome back for this exclusive interview with me, Maureen Kimani, as we have a conversation about a decade impact on CARITAS Microfinance Bank as they mark 10 years since its existence. I mean, its inception from 2015 to 2025. And joining me for this conversation is the CEO, Mr. David Mukaru of Microfinance Bank. And in case you are joining us right now, we've been talking about on how the journey has been from 2015 to 2025, and of course it's been able to mention on how the journey was and how the decision came up to, and what are some of the services they've been able to put out to all the customers and to Christians out there, not only for the Catholics but also for other Christians, Protestants. Everybody is welcomed at CARITAS Microfinance Bank, and they always make you feel at home, and that's why they show love to you from its meaning, CARITAS, a Latin word, to show love and charity to the community. And in case you have any question to the CEO on what you should expect to see on the CARITAS Microfinance Bank product and services, you can definitely do that. And of course, allow me to read one comment here from James Kinyanjui. First of all, Mr. David, our second part of the conversation, and I can see you are having good, people are showing you love about what you're doing with CARITAS Microfinance Bank. And we have James Kinyanjui who says a good background on how CARITAS Microfinance Bank was created is seen here, a solid rock which formed the bank. Perfectly. Thank you very much, James Kinyanjui. Although you didn't tell us where you are tuning us from, maybe we shall get that before we wind up with a conversation. And just to take you back, David, you mentioned about the CariMed. Could you kindly tell us more on how people can be able to register on that? What are some of the requirements that one needs to make sure that you get all these services of the CariMed?
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And we, as a bank, we we've worked with quite a number of stakeholders on this product. And it's a product that has been born out of love. Like you say, CARITAS is love, CARITAS is charity.
Yes.
And we all know the frustrations many families, many households are going through. And we asked ourselves, how can we supplement what the government is able to do? And for sure, what came out was the need for a product that can resonate with our families, with our households, which we called CariMed. We worked with the Archdiocese of Nairobi very strongly, the various hospitals around the Archdiocese of Nairobi. That's where we've started. We worked with quite a number of other insurance providers, and we finally settled on AAR. AAR will be underwriting this product. We are also working with other service providers like MTBA. We're working with DD Finance. DD Finance are providing a platform to be able to onboard our clients. And we're also working with CARITAS bank assurance intermediary. So it's a very, very strong team, a very strong proposition into the market to ensure that we are able to provide very, very, very first-class medical services to our people. Mm-hmm. And we believe that together with the mission hospitals, together with Catholic-owned hospitals, we will be able to provide significantly ethical medical services. One of the biggest challenges we faced while trying to come up with this product is the cost of medicals in this country. And when we were having a conversation around that, one of the cost drivers has been unethical behavior in the whole system. All the way from our family households to providers on the ground, to medical suppliers, to equipment suppliers. And as a church, we sat back and asked ourselves, how can we address that unethical behavior? Because it's very expensive, and it formed a huge cost component for medical services. And that's why this proposal we have, this product that we are launching tomorrow, is sitting right in the middle of the mission hospitals, where we promised ourselves we will not overcharge our customers. We will not test that are not necessary. We will provide services that are necessary ethically, and we will be able to not necessarily just treat diseases which are out there, but we'll also come up with a preventive approach, because treating a disease is very expensive, but preventing it is much cheaper. So one of the strategies we are also going to use in our CariMed proposal is to work with the parishes to be able to pass information through our various churches, our various groups, on how our Christians, how the neighborhood within the Christian community can be able to prevent the health-related challenges. Actually, that way, we bring down the cost of medicals in this country. So we use a more preventive approach. So we truly believe that after the launch tomorrow, we will be able to onboard all our Christians, all our members from the bank, and those who are joining us today and tomorrow. They should be able to utilize this service starting tomorrow. It's purely digital. You will not need to go somewhere physically to be able to onboard yourself on this product. So we'll be able to roll it out. It has 8 packages, different packages, ranging from an inpatient of 100,000 to 1 million. So you can see the target market is the mwananchi wa kawaida. It has a package for people who are single, probably they are yet to start a family. These are the youth of this country. We are calling them M. We have a package for M+3. We have a package for members who are up to 65 years. And for the first time in this country, we are also saying Anybody who is above 65 years is also welcome. We do not have limitation of age. So we have a package, a second package, which is 65 years and above. And utilizing our hospitals is one unique feature. So the second step for this CARIMED will be to upgrade and enhance, grow our hospitals and hospital institutions to be able to provide 360 degrees health-related services. So we're looking forward to upgrading most of our hospitals, and I know the hospitals administrators have been asking us, how can I grow my hospital from level 2 to level 3? From level 3 to level 4, from level 4 to level 5. This package also looks at that as a total solution. So tomorrow we are inviting you. I'm very sure you've been invited. Yeah. We will be launching on how to onboard yourself thereafter, so that we are all on CARIMED as a solution to the families.
All right, and as the saying goes, prevention is better than cure.
Oh, yes.
So, and I can see we have a question on that reaction from you saying, this is Magdalene Morcomen who says, thank you so much for the good work. Can one join and how? I think it's more relation to the CARIMED one.
No, yes. Everyone will join, I too included. We will all be joining. We'll, for some of us who still have parents, we will also be able to onboard our parents. They might be over 65, but they qualify. And you know the cost of medicals in this country. Every week you have about 5 groups inviting you for this and that. So we want to address that. Yeah, we really want to be useful to the household. So, and medical services are a key component to ensuring that we have a healthy nation that is able to be more productive to address the challenges that we face as a country.
Okay, and we're looking forward to seeing that celebration tomorrow. And as we continue with the discussion, tell us more about the upcoming activity on the celebration of the 10 years, this milestone, because tomorrow you mentioned you have an activity on the CARIMED launch, and now we are looking forward to having this celebration of 10 years marking this milestone. Tell us more about where should the viewers expect to see, and what are the what maybe are the customers can they come to celebrate with you? Where will it be happening? How will the celebration go on? Give us all those details.
Thank you. Thank you very much. This is our celebration. This is our bank celebration, and when we say ours is the stakeholders, both the shareholders and all the members. All Christians and non-Christians across the country. This is our bank. This is the bank we say is your household bank, is able to really give you what we say to imarisha jamii and provide you with ethically driven financial solutions. So quite a number of activities. Like I said, tomorrow we are bringing in the stakeholders on CARIMED. It's part of the celebration. We asked ourselves, what are the challenges that face the household, so that by the time we are turning 10, we are able to tick and ensure that we have all those solutions. So we will be launching our CARIMED tomorrow, working on it. This is the soft launch. The main launch will be on 19th of June, when we are marking the 10 years of existence. So during the 10 years of existence, we will start with an AGM in the morning, our usual annual general meeting where the shareholders will come and review the performance of this bank and be able to start off the 11th year thereafter. Between now and then, we have quite a number of activities across our deaneries. We have 14 deaneries. And we are reviewing and asking ourselves, we need to have partners coming in, both on the medical side and on the business side, where we will have open forums, we will have medical camps, we will have business camps to be able to address the challenges that face our people. In the medical camp, we'll be looking at the health of our people, working with the partners that we've had for quite a number of years. And be able to celebrate with them, 1, the 10 years, and 2, be able to address the issues that they are facing on a daily basis. So in all our 14 deaneries, that will happen. At the same time, we will also be carrying out what we call business advisory services. It will be a health check for our business people. Quite a number of our business people have borrowed. They have too many loans here and there. They are unable to pay. Some of them you can see are being auctioned out there. And that's another disease in the household. So during the open day at the deanery level, we will be listening to you and advising you on how you can be able to come out of those kind of challenges, how you can be able to consolidate those facilities, how you can be able to address your financial challenges that you are facing on a day-to-day basis. So we'll be dealing with the body, and we'll be dealing with the financial part of it. That's part of the celebration with our people. We will be launching the various products during this period. We are launching the women product. The name is coming, and we'll launch it, and you'll be able to see it. We are launching the youth, product. We are also launching quite a number of partnerships that we have created with various institutions, because, like we say, alone you can walk so far, but with many others you can walk very, very far. And we've, over the last 10 years, we've had many friends, just like any other person, any other institution. Yes. And those friends are working with us hand in hand to be able to join in the vision of this bank as a household bank to imarisha jamii. We are also launching our financial literacy journey. And we are saying as a bank and making a commitment that the first service we will provide to this country and to our members is to provide them with financial literacy. And we'll provide them with a certificate to say, now, the way you get a certificate before you start driving a car, money is even more dangerous because it can kill you, you know. So we will be providing our members with financial literacy certificates so that now they can comfortably say, I can make good financial decisions. They can walk into any bank, including this one, and say, I know how to handle money, I respect money, and I can be able to be trusted to make the right decision. So that is a commitment. We will be launching our financial literacy product and program. We'll be rolling it out even during the 14 deanery meetings. We will be showcasing our financial literacy program and curriculum that we will be utilizing. So quite a number of activities. We'll also be relaunching again our products to the youth, to the schools, because we came up with a financial literacy that targets our children. Because we truly believe when you start with them as young as they are, then they're able to make the right decisions. They're able to avoid betting. And I'm very sure you've seen this week and last week quite a number of challenges that our youth are facing when it comes to betting. We want to make it very, very clear to our youth that you invest from savings. You work hard. You wake up in the morning. If you are a farmer, you go plant your products. If you are a business person, you go make a decision to buy what type of stock you want to invest in, or what service you want to provide in the community. You invest in a business, you sell the product, you package it in a way that it is growing. And we also train you on financial literacy, on saving. From the saving, you're able to do much more. You're able to buy yourself a house. You're able to buy yourself a car. You're able to buy yourself a piece of land. You're able to grow your business. You're able to have a family and take the children to school. But this fallacy that bets can do that is something that the government really needs to look into, because we are trending on very dangerous waters where we are allowing betting firms showing that you bet, you start a business. That is not possible, is not true, and we really need to come out very, very strongly as a financial institution and a financial community.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. David Mukaru, for sharing those beautiful insights on the journey and, of course, what the customers expect to see during this year and going onwards. Taking you back on the youth product, I'm sure there's a parent at home and they have these youth in the house, and they would love, to know what is the process for one joining CARITAS Microfinance Bank, even for those Gen Zs watching us, and they would love to be a member at CARITAS Microfinance Bank. What do they need to do?
We are calling upon our youths, and we've made it very easy for our youths to resonate with this bank. Like I said, 98% of our transactions are digital.
Yes.
We know the youth are digital animals. They work very well in the middle, in the middle of the night, when physical banks are closed. So we made it possible for the youth to be able to consume services, financial services, from this bank. You can open an account digitally. All what you need to do is to go to *810#, and it will be able to take you to a platform that onboards you, and you open an account. So as simple as that. You can also open an app, CARITAS app, on Google, on the various platforms. Yeah, you can be able to start consuming our various financial services. So we made it very easy. We also encouraging our youth who are members of various groups within the church to start forming very, very strong groups. Definitely for their faith nourishment journey, for their Christian journey, but also to be able to socialize and to be able to also be able to do more, like improve the economic activities on the ground. So those groups, they can form them, they should form them, and we are actually using those groups as a platform to be able to interact with them. All the youth groups of this country at the parish level, reach out to us. Reach out to us. We will be able to visit you. We will be able to walk you through financial literacy. We will be able to onboard you through our various products. But we have very, very interesting products that target you as youths, as an individual, and also as a group. We've had several youths that came as a group, and they said in our parish is very strategically located. It's near the town. We want to start a very high-end car wash, car wash business.
Yes.
Some will start different type of business within the church compound that is properly located, and they are doing very well. We've supported them with various machines to be able to kickstart that project. And what has happened now is that even our youths have become very, very disciplined, because they take turns to manage those businesses. So as they manage their group business, they're able to acquire skills through the bank on how they can also be able to manage their own individual businesses. So they're able to use those group-based businesses to launch their entrepreneurial their appetite and skills and adventure on their own. And we're seeing a lot of transformation. And that's why we are saying the parish empowerment model targets everybody within the church ecosystem. Yeah, and we want to welcome all our youths. Open accounts digitally, and we will be able to also reach out to you. Immediately open that account, you'll be called by one of our call center officers and be able to be directed on what next you can be able to do for you to be able to benefit as a CARITAS Microfinance Bank member.
Okay, awesome. I understand time is not on our side. We should be winding up with the interview, but allow me to give you a chance to maybe, as we wrap up with the conversation, what is the future of CARITAS Microfinance Bank, and especially what advice do you have to the staff, to the customers, and of course to your partners that of course Capuchin being the first partners here at CARITAS Microfinance Bank? What message do you have as we look forward to the future of CARITAS Microfinance Bank?
Thank you very much for that question, because this was an idea that was started in Kericho Kericho Parish, and the idea became a reality, giving birth to a microfinance bank that was only in the Archdiocese of Nairobi. Right now, we are all over the 27 dioceses, and we are working very, very closely with them. The first thing we are seeing is the bank in the next few years is to establish itself in all the dioceses. So the challenge now is the youths and the professionals in those dioceses. Can we be able to partner more? Can we be able to ensure that we open those branches in all the 27 dioceses? We also looking forward to opening up and partnering with our community, so that we have a because we have a shared vision. We have a shared prosperity. Most of the business people on the ground can also be able to experience the CARITAS brand by opening agents within their businesses. In the next several years, we are looking forward to opening not less than 1,000 agents across the country, and we truly believe that now will give us the strength to be able to target and to be able to touch lives in all our jumuiyas, because as you know, our church works through what we call the small Christian communities, so that the small Christian community members are able to access financial services either digitally or physically and consume the bank's services. We have a big dream for the country. As CARITAS is in 22 African countries. We are the only bank in Africa called CARITAS in Africa. So we also have an African dream. And like they say, dreams are valid. Your dream is valid. We truly believe that in its fullest of time, CARITAS Microfinance Bank will transform itself into a CARITAS social bank. It's a bank that will be driven by ethics. It's a bank that will be able to cross the borders and will be able to partner with all the CARITAS Africa countries. Currently 22, and I know they are growing. So we see ourselves in the next phase of 10 years, crossing the borders of Kenya, and finding ourselves in the various African countries. Okay. We've had a few invitations. DRC, Malawi, we've had visitors from Zimbabwe, we've had visitors from Togo, and they like the model, particularly what they are calling the parish empowerment model, because they are saying, we have a rich church, we have a huge community that owns a hospital, that owns schools, that has various interventions on the ground, and is also into development-related activities. How can we partner and grow this bank across the borders? So join us, open as many bank accounts as possible. Let us grow together, as we say, tuimarishe jamii, tuimarishe Kenya.
All right, so beautiful. Thank you so much, David Mukaru, for sharing those remarkable, insights on how the journey has been, and of course, with us, Capuchin TV, as we reach out to the viewers and your customers. Thank you so much also for making time to have this sit down with Capuchin TV. We really appreciate, and I hope the viewers will be able to, tune in tomorrow for that beautiful celebration, and of course, join CARITAS Microfinance Bank to make sure that you continue improving your livelihood, and by making sure that you explore and experience these beautiful services and products that CARITAS Microfinance Bank has. Thank you so much to all of you who are tuning into this conversation. I can see Teresa Kemonto, you're saying you're following the conversation. Thank you so much. We have Kevin Cheriot as well. We appreciate your feedback. So here's to the next decade of impact, innovation, and transformation with CARITAS Microfinance Bank. My name is Maureen Kimani, and our guest has been Mr. David Mukaru, the CEO of CARITAS Microfinance Bank. Until next time, see you, bye-bye, and God bless.